At the end of, today is going to be more of a serious stream. I apologize if you guys think this is going to be more comedic, but today I figured this. Hang on, sorry about that. That was an echo. This is, again, I don't know how many people are actually going to show up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out the StreamYard link in the chat. So that way, in case if anybody wants to jump on into the discussion, you guys can do that. It is not a normal live discussion because there's no other people that I'm going to be talking to unless people come into the chat. But today I figured I could be talking about Netflix and what Netflix did. They fucked up. Let's just start by saying that Netflix kind of fucked up, and it's not even kind of, they actually did. And yeah, this was pretty bad. The first problem is with Netflix, and first of all, I'm not going to name drop anything because, again, I'm not going to give it any attention because giving it attention, more people are going to watch it, and at the end of the day, that's not what I want. Now, just talk about cuties is probably going to be just kind of like a clusterfuck in a way, because in a way people are going to try and find a way to defend it, which I don't think is fair. So I guess so let me just start off right out of the gate. From what I heard, yes, it's going to be an LGBTQ movie, but to me, it's just, I don't really care about that. The main problem is what, the poster states, or I guess is basically trying to say, is that they're trying to sexualize children. That's basically what it is. Now, I will not drop the name of the movie. I will show you the poster with the name on it, but I will not say the movie out loud because again, it's just giving it more attention, and I'm not planning on doing that. Hang on a second, just let me go send out the link here. And then we'll send it on Twitter so that way we can get more people in here. My apologies, that is my brother. Yep. Here we go. Tweet's been sent out. And we'll just add here. Alright, I know I apologize, I'm kind of out of order here. But yeah, so Cuties, I guess I just name dropped it by accident. Cuties, or as the new Netflix movie. So I know I said I was not going to name drop it, but I did. But wow, this movie fucked up big time. Mainly because that was a stupid decision on their part. Now, just the poster and just the overall, I guess, I don't know how I would say it, primarily just the bullshit they went into. And here, like I said, I know, this stream is pretty bad. I apologize. Not intending it for it to be bad, but I figured it's going to be bad here. So, like I said, going back into Cuties, I have a couple of articles here that I will be going into. Give me a second. Now, when you talk about here, let me just pull it up here. Now, first, I know this might not even be the. Oh, here we go. Article here. Let's see if I can pull it up here. I don't think I'm going to be copyrighted, right? Yeah, that's my brother in the background. This is not really professional. I apologize. Also, thank you to the one person watching. If you want to join the StreamYard link is here. Let's see here. Yeah, so basically the movie shows young girls twerking in crop tops and hot pants. Yeah, if you saw the trailer, that's basically what it is. It's a French movie, and it's going to be released this year. Actually, in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. Oh boy. It's basically about an 11-year-old who joins a dance group. Okay, well, doesn't it sound innocent enough? Well, it does. And the poster here, especially the trailer, they were dancing in skimpy outfits. Now, the thing is with this is, again, that's disgusting and revolting. Now, I know a lot of people, again, I know some people might, but, at the end of the day, to me, why? Like, how can you really defend this? You really can't. Here, here, I'm gonna save the stream, guys. I know I apologize. Excuse me, guys. I apologize. Is pretty bad so far. I apologize. Now, when we talk about actually, here, let me just keep reading this here. It sparked fury online, with many people slamming it, which I absolutely agree with that. It should be slammed. One person pointed out that the French post for the movie is much more innocent. Well, even then, that's not, again, if you look at just the overall score, I don't even know if it did that well. I know critics gave it a good score, but I know fans didn't, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure it has the same problems. And the fact that it's being classified as NC-17, yeah, that's not good. Sorry, it's really not. I mean, it's just bad. You can't really I know, guys, I keep stopping. I apologize. It's not something I'm intending to do. It's just trying to get some people on here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get into sending out links. That's basically what I'm doing. Thank you to the one person watching. I appreciate it. But yes, also to the one person watching, I do have a StreamYard link out. I will send it again. So if anybody's watching this, you guys can join in if you want. I'll send it again here. But, just the whole thing with Netflix, and this is what I'm going to say, is that Netflix is not going to look good after this. In fact, I think Netflix looks pretty bad. And this is what I say, is that Disney Plus is overall going to beat Netflix and all the other streaming services, because overall... Hi, Captain Trek. How you doing? I sent the StreamYard link if you want to jump in, my friend. I'm trying to get other people on here. Don't know. If you have anything you want to put in chat, Captain Trek, or if you want to join in, you are more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, I apologize if I do pause a little bit here. I am trying to get other people on here so we can get kind of like a conversation going. But yeah, it's Netflix. I don't know what they're gonna do, because honestly, at this point, they might as well take it off the platform, because if they keep it on there? Oh, Deshaun's coming in here. Hey, Deshaun, how you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What y'all talk about?
I'm talking about the whole Netflix thing with cuties.
Oh, you talk about that with the cutie thing?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Hey, Captain Trek, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I am doing all right, Captain Shrek.
Good to hear. I was quite shocked at this news, by the way.
I will too.
Yeah,
It's disturbing.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's just,
and you also have to think about it, too. It's coming from a massive platform, too.
why anyone would think this would be a good idea is disgusting.
Yes. I don't know why they
You are
people put it
100%
out.
right on that.
Wait. Okay, so hi everyone. Sorry that I'm a little bit late. Are we talking about the whole cuties thing?
Yes.
Indeed, we are, yes.
Okay. I have a lot to say about that. I know Austin already knows because I already typed that in a group chat. So how is everyone today? How about that?
Good.
Doing
Doing
fine.
all right.
But yeah, like you have to think about this too. This is gonna look really bad for Netflix if they keep it up, because I know that still got a September 9th release. So overall, I don't think this is a good idea from them to even keep it up. Should this movie be taken?
They should just take it down. Really, like it's not even a Netflix original film. It came out a while ago on January, I'm pretty sure, in a different country.
Yeah.
So it's like, why call it an original film? They should just take it down. Say that they screwed up, not even show the film.
Exactly.
Pull a Disney and just shelve the thing, lock it away forever.
They should. And now, again, I don't know if we know who was really responsible. I would say that I think the executives need to be fired for even letting this even happen.
Agreed.
Because they were the ones that greenlit it.
I don't understand this bullshit. That's the thing. It's like, why the hell would Netflix do this? Like, seriously.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny because, earlier this week I did a stream on Sunday where, we were talking about streaming services, and I praised Netflix for at least, being good.
Mhm.
But now they pull this shit. It's like, well, what can you really defend?
Yeah, Disney Plus is way better in my personal opinion.
And at least you know who you're dealing with now. I mean, with Disney, you know you're dealing with Disney. With Netflix, before now they'd had a pretty clean reputation. I mean, nobody's perfect. There's always some controversy, but this is very disturbing. The fact that they
Yeah.
would even consider airing this.
Yep. That is absolutely 100% correct right there.
Well, and also, at least with like Disney, at least their controversies are like a little bit more on the not that bad sign where like,
Right.
yeah, they had some bad ones, but it wasn't horrible to the extent of Netflix and what they did here.
Exactly. This is a whole new level of disgusting.
Yes. That
you
is
know,
correct.
Turning 11-year-old girls into sexual objects. No, not in any world. No. These are adult men who are going to be leering over a child. That's disgusting.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And You know, and you know what's sad is that there's going to be people that are going to try and defend this movie.
Yeah.
There will. And because again, it's going to be an LGBTQ movie, and let's be clear here. It's not the fact that it's an LGBTQ movie, because that is fine. You want to have it, fine, whatever. You do what you got to do.
Right.
But the fact that they're going to do what they're going to do is like, why?
Exactly, Austin. I'm right with you. I think all of us are there as well. So yeah. I mean, like, why the heck would Netflix do that? Why would someone even make this film? That's the huge question.
I want to know, the woman who directed this movie, what the hell was she thinking?
What was the purpose of this film? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Here, maybe I could find a film synopsis on Wikipedia, because you said the movies already came out, right?
Yeah, January 23rd, I heard.
Let's see here. Cuties, no, because I can't look for a synopsis other than just a bunch of news articles saying Netflix issued apology. Now, do you guys think that the apology was genuine, or did they do it as more damage?
Oh no! Oh, that was definitely damage control. If it was anything, if they were trying to do anything, they would have pulled the plug before issuing the apology. They would have said, "Oh, we screwed up. This has got to go now. Issue a press release." That's what they would have done. They would have said, "Look, I don't know what don't know what we were thinking. We decided to pull this off. We're not even going to put it on the platform. We, humbly apologize. Blah 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 blah." Okay, that would be genuine. This is damage control right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna act like, oh, we didn't do anything wrong. Oh, it was the editor's fault. They're gonna try and blame somebody for this.
Right.
No, but here's the thing. There's even a scene in the trailer with it. So it's like, But yeah, what I see here, it was already released 1 hour and 35 minutes. So far, just 3.5 stars. That should be like 1 star or even 0 stars right there.
But like that's not like, those are critics too.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And especially with all the shit that happened this past year, do you really think this is the right time to even release this movie at all?
No.
This year's the worst. Austin, don't you know that? It's already the worst. Like, look at all the crap which happened this year.
Oh, no. I'm not even talking about, what happened just this year. I'm talking about what just one thing in Hollywood, especially.
Yeah.
And I think we all know what we're talking about here. This is clearly not what they should have done. Now it's going to make everybody look bad.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Batwoman in a way.
No, this is not even Batwoman. This is...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, but it kind of reminds me of Batwoman in a way. Like, once she said, oh, this suit does not look good until it fits a woman. That basically screwed up the Batwoman TV show.
Yeah,
now, but because we saw this poster and the trailer for this film, it's all screwed up for Netflix.
Yeah, but I'll at least say with Batwoman, I get it's not as bad as what this movie is doing. Yes, right. I understand. Like, yes, Batwoman shoved, their marketing was bad. Like, let's start off with Batwoman's marketing was bad, but to compare that to this, that's unfair.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's horrible marketing, but this is a PR disaster. The very fact that they even thought if they even filmed this thing, to sexualize a child it may not be a porn per se, but there are going to be adult men watching this and leering after a child, and that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it.
And especially with the stuff with Epstein too.
Yeah.
Why would you release it? Because and this shit with Epstein still going on today.
Yeah.
With just everybody's now under fire. You have a lot of big names that are now going under fire because of that.
They should just not even show the project. Don't show the film. Just bury it somewhere.
Yeah.
Bye.
So, yeah.
Deshaun, do you have anything else you want to say about this?
This is sick. This make me sick. I got 2 cousins in here. Even they said this is sick. And this SJW stuff need to stop right now. Just start. Cancel the movie. Don't release the movie. If they do, they're gonna look bad for Netflix.
And here's the thing, Deshaun. This is like just a completely different thing. Like, you can't even compare Ghostbusters 2016 to this shit.
Oh, so can't. They
You
make
can't even compare that shit to this shit. This shit is
they make
even worse.
Ghostbusters look good.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. He's right.
Well, the thing is, it's like, SJW stuff I can handle because, like, I understand what they're trying to do. Like, if they do it right, I don't care. But it's like if it takes the whole movie and it oversaturates it, then it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm actually with Austin. I'm okay with
Yeah.
SJW stuff. It's just it should not be just the main thing of a project, of a film or a TV show.
Right.
The number one thing should be telling a good story.
Yes.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Then do representation as like your third, just the number one thing on your list should be telling a good story. That's what Batwoman did not do.
Yes.
The problem is Hollywood today is less focused on storytelling and more focused on other things, marketing, special effects, anything else. But the story itself suffers. And that's one thing that needs to return is coming back to a good story. Then anything else can be overlooked if there are any flaws or whatever. But without a good story, it just doesn't go anywhere. And this, no, I can't imagine there being a good story in here at all.
This is just shit.
The thing is, it's like after this, Netflix obviously is not going to be the same after this. I think they're going to lose a lot of subscriptions because of it, and
rightfully so.
And that, like I said earlier, this is why I think Disney Plus is going to beat every single streaming service because, yes, Disney does stupid shit, but you know what? Their stupid shit is innocent compared to this.
Yes.
There's nothing like this on Disney Plus. They can't even have that. So,
Yeah,
Disney Plus is for everyone. Basically.
Yeah, and Disney is smart. Like, they know, like, okay, if it's stupid, they don't do it.
Yeah.
And also, like, another thing with this is just things that I just think really piss me off is like this is something that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Like, if Netflix took a look at that and said, well, that was stupid, let's not do that.
Exactly. And now, in history, people will always remember Netflix for this project, for this very film.
Yeah, they will.
And the
So
thing
well
is,
done, Netflix. You guys
The-
fucked yourselves.
well, here's the thing. If they like, okay, the premise doesn't sound too bad. Like, I'm not saying like it's again, if you take out all the, the sexualization and stuff, yes. But, if you just made a movie based off what you were trying to do, is like, they're trying to get out of their parents, they're trying to, like they're disobeying and like they're, doing something that, okay, fine. But to me, that's a good premise. Like they should go with that. But to do that, no.
No, exactly.
Hey, Bite Me, how you doing?
Hey,
Bite Me,
Bite
Bite Me, I have the StreamYard link. I could send that out because, like I said, this is basically an everybody can come in and talk about this.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna have someone else coming on here.
Oh, someone is.
Yep, it's a surprise.
Is it someone that I know, Austin?
Yes, but I will not say.
Okay.
But
I think I already know.
just this whole thing with Netflix, man, God, like it's sad too because Netflix should be known for like their Marvel stuff and maybe even their like stand-ups and their comedies, but I will not say Ninjoid.
Come on.
But to me, it's sad because now because of this, it's kind of like with CW. It's like CW should be remembered for Flash and Arrow and Stargirl, but to me they're going to be known as the network of Batwoman.
Yeah.
And again, it's like one bad decision can affect everything.
That is true.
Because you could even say that about Star Wars, is that, one bad thing could, hurt it.
Hey, can we just not talk about Star Wars, or else there's going to be a fight between you and me, Austin? All right.
Bite says, I don't live stream, but I am enjoying hearing people speak out against this bullshit. Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Bite Me. Thank you. But just, wow, this Netflix, I don't know what they need. I think they need a change in executives. I think they need to say, okay, that was bad. That was dumb. Because at least with again, like even in HBO, yeah, they did stupid shit with a lot of things, like the last season of Game of Thrones, for example, and they're gonna be mostly remembered for that stupid shit, but it wasn't as bad as this. Hell, even HBO Max, that shit, I guess is controversial in a way. Not as bad as this.
No, it's not. It's basically pedo garbage.
Right.
And we should not be supporting this. I think, quite honestly, the only way Netflix is going to get out of this alive is to, really big time pull out of it and just say, oh, no, we're not doing this. No. And publicly.
John, welcome to the stream. I apologize for the last minute inclusion, but I figured I would let you have your say in this as well. So I'll let you take the floor here.
Wait, so what are we talking about? Just for the thing of it.
Cuties. The Netflix film coming out. Yeah, that
the
piece
cuties. The cuties.
Cutie.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is difficult. So I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate. I'm not a fucking pedophile. Chill out. Okay, so this is a French film. So shout out to Roman Polanski. We know where that came from. Look, the marketing is really, really bad from Netflix. Like, what are you doing? But from what I've heard, it's a nice coming of age tale. Like, you had something like Bo Burnham did a thing the other day with his like high school show. They did something that was like some 13-year-olds like coming of age tale a few years back. I'm sure this film is not as graphic when it comes to the idea of pedophilia, but the way it was marketed is so gross and disgusting. Like, Netflix, what the fuck are you doing? Especially
Yes.
when you're already looking at Hollywood with this idea of like pedophilia. What are you doing? Market it better. I'm fine with the idea that if they'd have marketed it better, nobody would have batted an eye. It had just been some other bullshit, French avant-garde bullshit film. But man, you made this look like, Save the Last Dance or fucking nonsense with 11-year-olds. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It's just retarded. The marketing is ridiculous. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, I've never seen the film, so I can't make if it's like something egregious, and I'd imagine it's not, because it won some awards at Sundance, and whatever that means. But let's be fair, these girls are not having sex scenes in this film. You know what I mean? Like, it's not insane. They're twerking, they're dancing. I mean, we should probably talk to a lot of schools about having cheerleading squads, doing abrasive dance moves and stuff. But it's the marketing. 100%, I think it's the marketing. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Netflix is stupid. They fucked this all up. It's insane.
Yep.
It's absolutely
100%.
insane.
Yep. Everything was correct from that, in my opinion.
And I said this earlier too. It's like, especially with the stuff that happened, especially this year and even last year, even that's not a smart move on their part.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Because I don't want to keep dropping his name, but Epstein, the shit with him, and and especially the list that's still like adding people on and on and on. Then you put that trailer out, it's gonna leave a bad taste.
Yeah. I just don't even know what you gain from this. Like, that was the whole thing. Like, even in like, won some awards in France. It's like, cool. You remember where Roman Polanski fucking left from? Like, like, don't forget, like, people like Whoopi Goldberg and shit, like, supported Roman Polanski with what he did with Rosemary's Baby and shit like that. And then he ended up in Rush Hour 3. The French are kind of weird. Let's throw that out there. But at the end of the day, for all I know, this film could be really awesome. And not be overtly sexualized or have anything that's overtly wrong with it. But man, the advertising, I gotta go with, like, what the fuck are you doing? I just cannot get over that. American Ideals, you're losing your mind. And especially when we have issues with like Kevin Spacey and the Epstein stuff. It's like, man, like, tread water lightly. Like, what are you doing? I can't get over it. I really can't. It's all absurd. It's absurd.
Now, with that being said, John, do you think that this movie should just be taken down off of Netflix, or do you think that they should just keep it up?
Oof. This is difficult because I don't want to sit on the hypocrite line, right? I haven't seen the film, so I don't know. It did win some awards. It did some stuff. People have seen it. Oof. I don't know. I would honestly say, man, I think Netflix should probably take it off their platform.
Yes.
But at the same time, do I think the film should not be seen? I disagree. This is a very difficult thing. Because I haven't seen it. I don't know how abrupt it is. I don't know. Because dancing is dancing. But provocative dancing for minors is weird. We have an issue where you look at that thumbnail that they showed us to promote the film. That
Exactly.
is blatant. That is blatant, weird ass sexualization of minors. It's
Yes, it is.
absurd. And I'm not okay with that. That shit is fucking weird. But then you look at like the French version, like the poster that they had, and I go, it's a coming of age tale. But then you go, man, I don't want to watch the film, and I don't want to watch the film and feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's how I am as well.
Because I actually had a co-host talk to me the other day about like there was a movie called like 13 or 18 or something that came out lately, and kind of did the same thing. And I go, this feels different. This feels exploitive, and I haven't seen the film, so I don't know, but I just don't want to support it. I think it's because of the marketing. I'll just 100% go. The marketing makes me feel like a bad person for watching it, and I don't want to watch it. It's probably a good film. I don't know. It could be a really well done film with a lot of stuff to say, but the way that they marketed it here in our country, I don't want anything to do with it because it feels like a dumpster fire, and it's awful.
I just look it up.
Oh, Captain Trek bowed out. That's perfectly fine. What were you gonna say, Deshaun?
I just look it up out on the going. It got 82% Rotten Tomatoes and only 2% like the movie.
Well, I'm sure it's a good film, but man,
I just don't care for it.
Yeah.
That's really just how I am.
I
don't
feel
care
dirty
about
watching it. Like, even if it's a good film, I'd feel dirty watching it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
and
I'm
it's
just
the
gonna
marketing
skip
that did
over
that.
it. I'm just
It's
gonna
the
skip
marketing
over
that
it.
did that.
And
It's not something I want to say.
Yeah.
First of all, like, fine. Like, maybe somebody else wants to see that. It could be a nice coming of age tale. Maybe like little kids would watch it. But I go, based on your trailer, it's like, man, you went like pseudo deep. So you're obviously aiming for like a 13 plus.
Yeah.
Man,
it's
I
with
just don't, I don't know who
11-year-olds.
you're aiming for. I just
It's
don't know
with
who you're aiming for.
11-year-olds though. That's the thing. It's like,
Well,
I can
that's
see-
who's starring in it. That's
Yeah,
the difference.
yeah,
But
but
who are
to
you
me-
targeting to watch it?
to
And
me,
that's the
kids-
creepy part.
I can see the kids maybe be 16.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's-
No, I'd agree.
yeah,
Because let's be
it's
fair,
hard.
like we have like dance squads like that in high school.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
You could do that. You could do this same story with a 16 or a 15-year-old. And yes, they're still underage, but it would feel a little. I mean, like, look at Stargirl. We have Stargirl in booty shorts and a midriff.
Yeah, and she's like 15 or 16.
But
so-
we're fine with the high schoolers because I don't know why. We shouldn't be, but we're fine with it. But you know what I mean? It's better than a fucking 11-year-old. Like, what are you doing, Netflix?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have the Muslim racial stuff going on top of that. It's just like, man, I refuse to believe. Like, look at the things, like, I hate to bring this up, but like, you look at the porn industry with Mia Khalifa. Like, Mia Khalifa is a Lebanese porn star, and she got death threats
Yes.
for the sexualization that she dealt with. And
Yeah.
And they want to do that same thing with an 11-year-old. It's like, really? What the fuck is wrong with you? This is absurd. It's everything about this in a political and a narrative way is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
I cannot believe that this is actually happening. And it's happening on Netflix. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Honestly, I'm baffled. I don't even know how to actually like come to terms with it. It's insane.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
I'm
There's-
just not gonna watch it. That's just
I would tell everybody don't watch it. It's insane. Even if it's a good film.
it's just disgusting.
I just feel bad. Even if it's a good film. Like even if fucking God forbid or Allah fucking forbid that this film is amazing. Who cares? I don't care. What are you doing? This is not a film for this age. This is not a film for anything. Put it on the back burner. If you want to make a statement, wait 10 or 20 years. Don't make it. How about that?
Yeah, why did they even make this film?
I don't know, man. Maybe you want to give a voice to kids, but like kids are stupid. Like I just don't get this. Like people get mad at me all the time about this, but kids are dumb. Kids are really fucking dumb. That's why they have parents. Like it's why they have to go to school. Kids are dumb. They need to learn shit. Stop telling me that they're inherently smart. Stop it. We need to stop treating children like they are adults that just haven't unlocked something. Like it's absurd. It's what pedophiles want. It's insane. It's absolutely absurd. And this film is an indicator of that. It's insane. Oh man, and they just want to put and they just want to put racial divides and other stuff on top of it so people talk about it. That's it. So nobody will watch it and we'll all just talk about it.
Yeah.
And that director is going to get like, oh, she was so stunning and brave. Or whoever made it from France.
Yeah.
Do you remember where Roman Polanski ended up at? I'm going to keep telling people that. Like, he raped the actress from Rosemary's Baby, and he ended up being exiled to the country he was born in. And then he was in Rush Hour 3. You know, and Whoopi Goldberg and a couple other actresses and actors were fine with it.
Exactly.
And Tom Hanks went to Greece. After he portrayed Mr. Rogers. Like, I want to die. This sucks.
Oh, I know. I was like, really? Damn.
I'm really sad. I actually think Tom Hanks might be a pedophile. I'm sad.
No, I'm 100% with you on this one.
I'm sad. I'm really sad. Like, I'm really sad. Like, if I don't want it to be true, but fucking hell, man. Like, he left the country after his name was shown to be on the manifest. Fuck. Like, what are we doing? He besmirched Mr. Rogers' name. Ugh.
And it's not, and it's like a bunch of other names too. Like, and you know, a couple of them I could see, and I think that might be why I think it may be legit, which I think it is. And you know what's funny? Ricky Gervais warned us at the Golden Globe.
It's so funny, man. Like, the guy's a dick. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it's what makes him endearing. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's not scared of people, and fuck. Like, I'm not cool with his behavior. Like the idea of just being a dick to everyone for the sake of it. But at the same time, fuck, man, he's right. Like everything he keeps saying is coming true, and it's so abrasive, and it sucks. It's not fun to watch our heroes fall. It's no fun. It's just no fun. This sucks. Like, it really sucks. Like, I'm so sick of watching actors who should be good people just couldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's sad. Just sad.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I 100% agree. It's like really sad. It's, especially with like a bunch of the names on there that like you grow up to be like, wow, like this guy was really cool.
Yeah.
Like Tom Hanks, for
Yep.
example. He was Woody, for God's sake.
Yeah, Hove. And now that name.
And like Forrest Gump.
Yep.
He was in the Green Mile too.
Oh,
Like,
it's
he was-
awful. It's all awful. It's all gonna be awful. I mean, think about it, man. Like, we're gonna have directors and stuff. Like, these names are going to be infamous. And oof. It's like, it's one of those things. I've always advocated for the idea of removing the art from the artist. But holy shit, dude, if 90% of the time that the artist is a piece of shit, I can't do that anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? There is a threshold, and us as critics, it's like, oof. Like, I mean, when do we stop supporting the films? When do we stop supporting the people making them? When do we just stop supporting? You know what I mean? Even from 100%. The old stuff. It feels bad.
Well, now with what you just said, do you think that if this ends up being true, which I think it might be, do you think they're just going to sweep everything Tom Hanks did under the rug and they're going to say like, oh, none of this happened?
Oof. No. We'll know. Everybody will deal with it and they'll move on, and everybody will make their decisions. Same way people act with Michael Jackson, the same way people act with Prince, the same way people act with Kevin Spacey. We're seeing it with fucking statues being torn down. Hate to take it out of the media world, but people forget about history. And from what I heard, Beethoven wasn't a good guy. Mozart wasn't a great guy. A lot of painters weren't good people, but shit happens. Artists have a lot of issues, and the issue that comes from after that is the idea, when do the fans say enough is enough? We're gonna go and watch we're gonna go to Doctor Who's a great thing. Oh fuck. The Sky Guy. Leonardo. It's not Da Vinci.
DiCaprio?
Yeah, fucking Titanic. No, they had a Doctor Who episode with fuck. The Starlight guy, or the sky thing. Fuck. I can't remember his name. Yeah, well, anyway, it's just like an idea, like Doctor Who used this painter and had an episode about it and brought him around, and it created tears, and it was a great thing. It was awesome. Mm-hmm. And man, like, you're gonna deal with that, and if I find out that painter's a piece of shit, it's like, well, when I watch that episode, is it gonna make me not still have that hit? that emotional hit? No, of course not. I'm gonna watch it as a observer and enjoy it. It's gonna be fine. The issue is that, man, it's so difficult. Everything is context. Seeing oh man, if we find out that Tom Hanks is an actual pedophile, I don't know if I can watch his Mr. Rogers movie. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. But can I watch a Kevin Spacey movie like Seven? Absolutely. But knowing he's like a pedophile, yeah, probably not gonna watch American Beauty. The subject is too close. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's the difference. I don't know, man. Like things are getting weird. They're getting very weird. And sadly, YouTube is starting to deal with that too, and so is Twitch. And oof, like I don't know what to tell people. Like fuck, man. Like you're just a lot of your instincts are showing right now. Like anybody who had a problem with certain people, man, you are seeing it right now. Like you really are. It's insane.
Exactly. And I'm looking at some of these names, and it's like really shocking too. Like, Chris Tucker is one of them. From what I
Well,
heard.
don't forget he went very Christian.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Michael Jackson apparently was there too.
Oh yeah.
He was actually rumored to tell people about what was going on, and that's why he died.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. His doctor overdosed him.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
That's how he died. His doctor gave him too much morphine. His personal doctor did that.
I mean,
I'm a
that-
huge Michael Jackson fan, and don't get me wrong, like the stuff I've heard is not great. But then you find out the Finding Neverland thing is like a lot of bullshit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like don't get me wrong. I'm a guy who loves Michael Jackson. I do. At the same time, do I think he may have done the things he did? I have no idea. But that Finding Neverland thing was absurd.
Oh no, I 100% agree with that.
I will just
watched
say
it.
maybe. I will give you maybe, but I will not take away his musical prowess. How about that? I'll just say that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm gonna go. I'm a fan of the music. I don't know about the person himself.
And with Leaving Neverland, that like you could tell they were bullshitting because there's a lot of people that will say, well, there's facts to back up that he didn't do it.
I'll be like, let's even just play the game that it's all true. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to devil advocate, fine, it's all true. I've heard Mozart was a pedophile. I've heard Beethoven was a pedophile, but I've heard Shakespeare was a misogynist, but we teach all of that shit everywhere we go. It sucks, but sometimes, let's move forward. Especially hundreds of years later, or 50 years later, or 30 years later, they go, "Oh, you're fine with that?" It's like, no, absolutely not. But I'm not going to turn their music off. Like, I'm just not going to. I know it sucks, but fucking hell, like, what do you want?
Exactly.
It sucks. It's so difficult for people to draw a line somewhere. It's very difficult. It's really
Absolutely.
well, like sports people, man. Like if Ray Rice punches his wife in the face, obviously that's shitty. Like it's the worst thing ever you could do. But then he wins a Super Bowl. Do you think like half their fans would be like, well, take the Super Bowl ring off him. It's like, no, you guys don't have souls either. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
People are hypocrites, and it's sad. We're gonna figure out who the hypocrites are very, very quickly.
I think we will soon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like with some of those names, it's like God, man. Like especially like you said again, like with Tom Hanks. It's like you grew up, like I grew up with that guy. It's like really that this guy is not like part of me doesn't want to believe it, but then another part of me is like, well, not surprised, or well, not surprised, but more like, wow, really?
Doesn't that suck though? Like you're just sitting there going like, well, I mean, he went to Greece. So yeah, he's a pedophile. Because I did that. Like the minute the internet said he got Greek citizenship, I go, oh man. You know what I mean? Like I did that. I just go, oh fuck. He's a piece of shit. Damn it. And even if he isn't, it's just like, man, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Though? Why'd you do that?
Well, like, even if he got the Greek citizenship, I mean, that's not real proof that he did.
Well, it's because his wife was from there, so I get that. So it's fine, but, like, man, the timing is bad.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And just, man, like, I know, like, one of the names I think I saw in it was, like, Bill Clinton, which, I mean, part of me is like, well, I'm not really surprised.
Yeah. It's just awful, man. It's just what is our history right now?
Well, our history is obviously
we're dismantling Hollywood because they all fuck hits. Like that's where we're at this point. It's like it's all political nonsense and you're all deviants. What a fucking shitty day.
You also have to think, though, too, we live in an era of cancel culture. And they're going to find anything and everything to cancel anybody.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shoot, man, like...
And I'll give you one example of this, is just recently, Rocksteady, the company who made the Arkham games and the creators of the new Suicide Squad game, they're basically getting attacked now because of something that happened. And, you're going to wait 2 years now to say something?
Well, I mean, look at the irony. Like, we're having the DC fandom. You have James Gunn about to show off the new Suicide Squad, right? And... Yeah. He's part of another thing with Dan Harmon from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And nobody's talking about that. That got swept under the rug. And man, talk about James Gunn getting fired from Marvel, being rehired by Marvel, and most people wanting him to be removed again. Yet we're going to the DC fandom. And man, I just nobody has integrity. And don't get me wrong, I'm a James Gunn supporter. I'm a stan. I want him to do his stuff, and I think people should be fine as long as they didn't actually fuck a kid. I think they'll be fine. I know, hot take. And
also,
be edgy. I like being edgy.
And speaking of cancel culture, and actually this is kind of pulling into cancel culture, this is kind of going into wrestling a little bit. The recent allegations with Velveteen Dream.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
Sorry about that. I got interrupted. But the things with Velveteen Dream, it's like... then you got the allegations, and then I guess there's some recordings. Now, do I think he's innocent? I mean, there is proof, but again, it might be out of context. But But to me, it's like if he's proven innocent, I don't think they should fire him over it.
Yeah.
Now, again, I'm a sucker for Velveteen Dream. Okay, I am
Yeah, me
like
too.
I like him,
Mhm.
but this to me it might ruin his reputation a little bit,
Mhm.
especially it's the circumstances that NXT Takeover 30 is tomorrow, or no, not tomorrow, Saturday, and he's in the ladder match for the NXT North American Championship.
Nerds.
Mhm.
Hey, listen, it's okay to be a nerd.
Hey, you know what? He not gonna win that match because WWE don't like all that stuff. He been going through, so he not gonna win that match.
Yeah, I just think to me it's like it's kind of a risky move if they do that. Just I don't think they should.
Yeah.
Because if they put
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say if they put the belt on him, like first of all, he's already held the belt. He doesn't need it again because usually in NXT you only hold the belt basically once unless you're a special case. But with Velveteen Dream, to put it on him right now, it's kind of risky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so you guys are gonna fucking go not the cool era, Attitude Era is where it's at. Fucking shout out to Stone Cold. Look, I'm gonna bail out, but to thank you, Austinator, for having me on. Cuties is bullshit. I think Netflix needs to be held accountable for what they fucked up. And that moving forward, I think I hope pedophilia, which sadly seems to be very, very rampant in the Hollywood era. I hope people look at it. I think that's why everybody on YouTube is talking about it right now. I think it's why people want to talk about this film in particular. And I think it's the same thing with all of the riots and stuff. I'm sorry if that blows up the channel. I think people really need to be careful about the things they support. They need to do their research, and I would really, 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 really like the idea that if you like something, do your research. Don't let the internet do the research for you. You can read. You're an adult. Do what you can, and find your friends and move forward and have a intelligent conversation. I would have never thought to talk about this kind of stuff unless it was you guys or my girlfriend. And I appreciate you guys giving me an outlet. This is awesome.
Yeah, to me, I actually kind of like doing streams like this where, I like talking about nerd stuff, but, there are just times where you gotta, talk about real life stuff.
Well, we're humans. We're humans dealing with other people making decisions for us. And I get that, like, none of us, or half of us, let's be fair, we're not fucking politicians. We're not going off and doing these things, but we watch films, we watch advertisements constantly. We know what people are doing behind the scenes, and to think we're all retarded is unfair. I think anybody on any level should feel that they have and can find an outlet to discuss with other people the way that they feel, and we need to do that. If we can't do that as normal ass fucking people, how do you expect any of us to make an educated decision down the road? You know what I mean? I don't care if we talk about nerdy ass shit. We all have the internet. If we want to talk about smarty pants stuff, we can do that. and I think the internet provides us that chance, and people like you guys will hopefully give us that opportunity to be smarty pants, Google something, read something, and move forward and make a good decision. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you guys are good people. Even if we're all insane and we all just care about Star Wars, who cares? We can equivalate that shit back to normal ass.
Oh yeah.
Day to
Speaking
day.
of Star Wars, I know it's kind of off topic, but
Yeah, go nuts.
John, you kind of missed. So Galactic Chat yesterday. Oh boy, it was eventful.
Oh no.
Let's just say there was a fight.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna say who it involves. Well, actually, I might put it in your DMs of who it was, but
That's fine. Is it me? Wait, what?
no, it was a couple people on the stream. There was kind of a heated argument. It was actually, ironically, not about Star Wars.
No. Oh, thank God. Finally, for once.
Well, first it was about the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then
Uh-oh.
and then it was about the Dark Knight, I believe.
Oh,
Basically, I think the argument was that I think the Dark Knight was overrated, and then it turned into other films.
Dark Knight Rises is a piece of shit. I'll just throw that out there. You're welcome. It's a piece of shit. It's an awful film.
I like the movie.
Now, John, would you say that the Dark Knight itself is overrated?
The second film.
Yes.
No, absolutely not. It's the greatest. It's one of the greatest comic book films ever made, and that's me saying with an asterisk. I think Christian Bale's the worst Batman ever put on screen.
Nah.
Oh, that's fine. I think Dark Knight
I
is one
like
of the
Christian
best.
Bale. I like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I think The Dark Knight is one of the best comic book films ever made, and I think Christian Bale's one of the worst Batmans I've ever seen.
Christian Bale was a good Batman, but he voiced man. He voiced man. Ugh.
Well, the
He was
one thing
good
I
Batman.
don't like is when people compare Bale to Keaton, because they were two different Batmen and
Oh,
two
yeah.
different styles of movies.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Keaton was more in the comic book accurate Batman, while Bale was more like the drama, crime drama Batman.
Christian Bale was never Batman. I'd maybe give you Batman Begins. That's the closest he ever got, but he doesn't do any stealth. He doesn't really do a lot of fighting. He loses most of his fights. He sucks. He's really actually pretty shit. I've actually told most people I think George Clooney's the best Bruce Wayne, and I think everybody's a better Batman than Christian Bale. I think Christian Bale does really good as Batman in Batman Begins. Other than that, he's never Batman. He's pretty shit. He just shows up in the suit. He doesn't do any Batman shit. He just shows up. It's why everybody thinks that Batfleck is the greatest Batman ever made, because he has the warehouse fight and he's the coolest Batman ever put on screen. We all know that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Batfleck in the warehouse is the best Batman ever put to screen. End of discussion. I'll do that all day. I'll fight that. I will. And George Clooney is best Bruce Wayne. Fight me. I'm telling you, it's fucking insane.
And
Ben
then,
Affleck,
no, you can go ahead, Deshaun.
Go
Ben
ahead, boys.
Affleck, he was a good Batman. Only part I have, he was killing people. That's the only part I have with Ben Affleck Batman. Besides that, he was a good Batman.
I was gonna say, then the argument then turned into Thor Ragnarok, and then I don't even know where the argument went, to be quite honest.
Oh, I hate Thor Ragnarok. I hate it. I think it's shit. You're also talking to a guy who thinks that Thor 1 is underrated.
Oh, yeah.
It's some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life. Loki's awesome. Tell me what a great scene. Thor is the shittiest actor in that film. And I don't care because we all like the other people in that film. And then all of a sudden Thor becomes better because of the other films.
Mhm.
I don't know. People put a lot of stock in like Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Infinity War, and they don't appreciate the buildup. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Thor is a great film, but I think it's underrated. There's a difference.
Mhm.
And I think people should figure that shit
Mhm.
out. Stories are cool, and seeing character development is pretty awesome. And people don't appreciate it. Captain America 1 is way better than a lot of films that you see. And because everybody can't help themselves, they want to compare Captain America 1 to other films. I go, just compare them to MCU films. Do that. There's a lot of character development, and it's good shit. Good
Exactly.
actors. Holy shit. Tommy Lee Jones. People love fucking fucking Haley Atwell got a TV show because she was that good.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, her show was amazing and it was canceled too soon. And Civil War is one of the best MCU films ever made. And the fucking films forgot that Peggy Carter existed. Endgame is shit. Sorry.
I want to say Civil War the best MCU film. I had to disagree. Civil War is up there, but it's not the best MCU film. It up there, but it's not the best. I said Civil War was a good film, but it's not the best MCU film. But it is up there though.
Definitely
In the
not
top.
the best, but I would say it's underrated. People keep saying that film was just to build up to the fight. I'm like, well, it's because
Nah.
it's because you're 5 years old and you don't know all the stuff that showed up. Because I'll tell everybody 100%. Civil War and Batman v Superman are the exact same script, almost word for word. It's insane. Holy shit. Civil War is the script that Batman v Superman wanted to be. And they didn't get there. And if they would have worked hard and given us the Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne dynamic, of course Batman v Superman would have been awesome. But no, what are we gonna do? We're gonna watch the cartoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty shit. We know that movie's shit because you had to bring Wonder Woman and Doomsday in. So it's a shit film. It's a shit film. I have no problem saying it. I hope the fucking hell, because I know people are gonna get pissed off about it. I think Zack Snyder's cut is going to be way better than the Justice League we got.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it will.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Do I think it's going to be good? Sure. It's going to be better than what we got, but do I think it's going to be like amazing? No. I think it's going to be just as dumb.
I think it's gonna be
everything
okay.
else I did. It'll be fine. It'll be watchable. I don't care. I just don't fucking care. And Ray Fisher's being a fucking cunt about stuff.
oh,
I
God.
cannot. I can't with this guy.
Yay,
I
Fisher.
can't. I just can't. He's ruining it. He's ruining it. But I'm gonna get Batfleck one more time, so I'm fine with it.
And you're actually going to see Batfleck again in the Flash movie. If that's ever
Sure, I'll take it. I think Ezra Miller doesn't deserve to have the film, but if they're gonna give it to him, fine. Like I said, I think Greg Gustin should be Flash for everything, all the time, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how you're gonna fix this. You're You're trying to turn a dumpster fire into a fireworks show that makes people happy. Good luck.
Oh, Spider-Man 3, my nemesis.
One of the worst films ever made.
God,
Yep.
I hate it so much.
My favorite Spider-Man movie right here. Oh, shit.
Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Huh?
Damn. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
So Amazing Spider-Man 2 is your favorite Spider-Man film ever made.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, okay. I'm actually 50-50 with that. I think Spider-Man Homecoming is underrated. People are dicks about that. I don't get why people don't like that film. I really
Me
don't.
either. Me either.
I will say to a degree, yes, it's underrated, but at the same time, I do find the movie to be kind of overrated too.
How
It's like-
though? People hate it.
You know what? That's actually kind of
Austin Nader, look at you, man. You're insane. People hate that film. Most
You
of the
are
people are
correct.
fighting with you about the fact that that film is good.
Well, here, like again, I have problems with it, but I do agree that it is underrated.
I think it's 100% underrated. I get the Ben shit, which is implied, but I think you get one of the best villains other than Doc Ock. Doc Ock's the best.
I will say though too, like if you can, like I think to me and personally, I think Spider-Man 2 is probably the better Spider-Man movie.
The Raimi one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think the whole world agrees with that. The whole world agrees with that one.
Mhm.
It would be either that or Spider-Verse.
So let's play with this. So why do you hate Homecoming?
Well, I do not hate Homecoming, but the problems I have with it, first of all, like this is just again like
No,
I'll
you
start with,
hate it. You do hate it. Like, are you gonna do the let's be fair, let's get it out of the way. Are you gonna do the Iron Man Jr. shit? Because that is not in the first film. I will maybe give you that in the second film, which I think is fucking terrible. But the first one does not have that.
You're right, and that's why I will not bring up the Iron Man Jr. stuff.
Okay.
However, there are some writing problems, but let's start with the problems that I just glaringly.
Cool.
First of all, Shocker is in the movie, and I didn't even know he was in the movie. I was like, who is this guy?
I'd make the argument, let's just not even call him Shocker because we don't call him Shocker.
Exactly.
It's a Easter egg. If I
It's like-
said Easter egg, would you be pissed off about it?
No,
I
they're not
wouldn't be
Shocker.
pissed off. It was an Easter egg, but it's like he's a character, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding! Like this
But
is
he's an Easter egg.
Shocker.
He's
Yeah.
an Easter egg. Now what? If I told you he's an Easter egg, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
No,
Well, I
it's
think-
not. It's annoying the shit out of you. Don't be wrong.
Well,
Come on.
no, it would be kind of annoying because I'm like, well, why isn't he just a character? And why is he an Easter egg?
Because
But-
we don't need him, because it's Vulture's story.
Exactly. Like if you took Shocker out of the entire movie, it changes nothing.
But what is he? He's an Easter egg. It's annoying, right? It sucks, but
Yeah.
that's what he is. And he doesn't hurt the storyline. He doesn't. We could also make the argument with Donald Glover, the ice cream. Come on, man. Like I have the thing. It's a Miles Morales thing.
Mhm.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like that's really fucking cool. But it's cheap, right?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Hold on. I got one question.
Okay.
Y'all heard about a woman that Spider Woman gonna come out?
Hmm?
The Spider Woman movie.
Can you say that again?
Did you hear a woman that Spider Woman movie gonna come out?
Spider
Spider Woman.
Woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. I think that's all horseshit. I honestly don't care. When it comes out, it comes out. I'm not a big speculator kind of guy. I've just never been that kind of guy. But I kind of want to keep going with you, Austinator. I love that scene in the parking garage when I got ice cream in the thing. It's like, no. Take this off me. I like good character interaction.
Yeah.
I will make the argument that Tom Holland, it's the same thing that everybody will say on the internet. I think Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man. 100%.
Oh, agreed.
100.
Disagree.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'll say Andrew Garfield's best Spider-Man. I think Tobey Maguire's a decent Peter Parker. I think Tom Holland just nailed it when it came to the both. You know what I mean? Really liked Andrew Garfield, but he had the worst script. I'm sorry. Like, he had the worst movies. Like, he really did. They're terrible.
Hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. You said Andrew Garfield a bad Spider-Man and Tom Holland a bad Peter Parker?
I think he's a better Spider-Man than a Peter Parker, yes.
Oh yeah, I'll agree. Andrew Garfield,
his
he's a
movie
Spider-Man.
even said it. Like, he's like skateboarding and doing all kinds of shit.
Oh, he a bad Peter Parker.
He's a badass. He's cute and people like him and blah blah blah. And I just go, when you put him in the Spider-Man suit, I'm like, oh yeah, he nailed it. But when you make him Peter Parker, I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get his trials and tribulations. But with Tom Holland, I get both. Yeah, that's where I'm at with Spider-Man. Do what you want, but there's so many iterations of Spider-Man. I just feel like Tom Holland nailed it.
Yeah, I will
just
say
do.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But back to my problems with Homecoming here.
Okay.
Now before I get into this next point, I want to kind of go back a little bit. I do not like comedic relief characters. Like, that's just me, because unless it's done right, like, let's take for example C-3PO and R2-D2.
Okay.
Unless it's done right, it annoys it just annoys the shit out of me. Like Kat Dennings in Thor: The Dark World, like she was basically trying to be the comedic relief, and it, sucked.
I agree.
The Richard Pryor in Superman 3, that was trash.
Wow, what a reference. That's awesome.
Just comedic reliefs in general, I just don't like, because I'll just give you another example. Like, there's this show me and Nindroid are watching. It's called Troll Hunters. And
I love Troll Hunters.
There's this comedic relief, Toby. We're on the first season. Dude, I do not like him.
Come on, man. Look, okay, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. There's a difference though. Like, fuck. It's really hard because the ones you picked, like, you picked a lot of franchises that use. I told my girlfriend, always watch a film. Nowadays, anything after 2015, watch the film. When they make a joke, figure out the bullshit that happened 15 seconds before. You know what I mean?
Right.
They wanted to make a joke to distract you from the bullshit that they did. And sadly, that's every film ever of all time.
And a big problem, and this is just a problem with me in Homecoming, I'm not a big fan of Ned.
Of who?
Ned Leeds, Peter's friend in the movie.
How dare you? He's awesome.
Now, I will say, yes.
I agree. I kind of agree.
Like, it's again, I get it. He's trying to be the comedic relief. I get it. Like, I get what his purpose is, and that's
I like
fine.
him better than Zendaya, though.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh God. No.
100% with
I
that.
prefer he'd be that guy versus girlfriend who randomly shows up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that bullshit fight. Far From Home is the worst film I've ever seen. Like, it's awful. It's so fucking stupid. It ruins it assassinates everyone. They ruin Nick Fury and Maria Hill. They ruin it. They ruin them. It's awful. You got me.
I,
You got me. Kaboom. It's like you do realize that's not Nick Fury and stupid, right?
I would
Yeah.
say this though.
Oh,
I like Far From Home,
film is
but
stupid.
all right, I like Far From Home, but
Far From Home
I
is
do
shit.
got problem with it. I do got problem with it.
Far From Home is shit. It's the
I-
worst film ever of all time.
Now, if I was to say, would I rather watch Spider-Man 3 or Far From Home? I would probably watch Far From Home because Spider-Man
Yeah.
3.
You
it's
are
just-
both full of shit. How
Spider-Man
about this?
3 a piece of shit.
How about this? How about this? All right, calm down. Background noises. You guys remember how him and his stupid friends fight people on national television, international television? And then
Yeah.
he ends up in a bar with people looking at him while he's still in the costume. Nobody's saying anything. And then fucking Mysterio sits next to him. They're all in the costume. But then the reveal happens. I go, I don't care about the reveal.
The reveal was predictable.
It did.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
care about the reveal. Dipshit was standing in the Night Monkey suit. Why is nobody trying to take a picture with him or do anything with him? He's in a bar.
Exactly.
This is absurd. And then
Why was he even allowed in the bar anyway?
And then it
Yeah.
ruined it anyway because he's underage. And also on top of that, actually, the underage thing doesn't work because he's in another country. So maybe age of consent is fine. I don't care. But after that, I just go, he's in the Night Monkey suit. He was literally on international television. Why are people just not wanting to have selfies with him? I'm even going on the most superficial bullshit. Like nobody even wants to have a selfie, and then he fucks off, and then I just go, wouldn't all of those drones made by Tony Stark know that dipshit like used to work for Tony Stark? Like it makes no sense. The whole fucking film is terrible. It's awful. It's the worst film. I hate it. I hate it. It's all awful. And to be fair, I think Endgame is shit. So this film did not help.
I will say though, I will kind of agree with you. I will say Endgame is overrated.
Oh yeah.
I won't say it's bad because there are a lot of things in that movie that I really like.
Oh, the payoffs are payoffs. Totally
Yeah.
get it. Trust me, that film, when you guys watch film after film after film after film, it will not hold up. It won't. It's a terrible film. Endgame sucks. Endgame is no good. It's
And you know what's sad?
Uh,
This setup film was
It's
better.
poopy. It's poopy. And
Uh,
Civil War will be considered the best film ever of all time. I'm gonna stand it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna always do it. Ever of all time. Civil War is the greatest MCU film ever made. 100. 100.
well, it's your opinion, but I gotta.
Oh, I'm
disagree.
fine with it. I'm fine with it being my opinion.
Yeah.
100. I'm going to stand it.
Oh yeah, we all
100.
got different opinion, but you know.
Endgame
Right.
is shit.
I
Yeah.
disagree with everybody. Like I say, The Last Jedi is a trash movie. Well, I wouldn't say it's trash. I would say
I'm with
Last
you.
Jedi
I'm with
is
you.
not a good movie. Like again, here's my thing with Last Jedi. I think Last Jedi to me had good concepts, but it was a failure in
Oh
execution.
no, it's a piece of shit film. 100.
That said, I will okay. It
The
was
Last
okay.
Jedi is one of the worst films I've ever seen. I will actually give you oh man, this is like the worst thing ever as a Star Wars fan. The Rise of Skywalker is actually a worse film.
Yeah,
It makes
I'll
me
agree.
sad. It
I'll
makes me
agree.
really sad. It really makes me sad to say this. The Rise of Skywalker is a terrible film. the
I
worst
to-
film I've ever seen,
I
just as
agree.
a film.
I totally agree.
But the problem is The Last Jedi is malicious and it's a piece of shit film, and it deserves to be considered a black spot on Star Wars. But that being said, as much as they tried to fix it with Rise of Skywalker, it's like worse because they wanted to make things so much better. They fucked everything up.
Yeah,
It was
and
awful.
that's what's unfortunate about it is, you know, doing stuff like that.
It's awful. It's so bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think Last Jedi is the worst film ever of all time. But then, bam! Here comes Rise of Skywalker, and it's like fucking hell. Stop.
Well, on the one
Please,
hand,
stop.
you
Stop.
can't really blame. Like, here's my thing: is that Rise of Skywalker, yes, is a bad movie, but I kind of blame Last Jedi for that because that movie, you know, divided the franchise to a point where they had to play damage control.
But you have to. But I mean, go back and look at The Force Awakens. It's just
Yeah.
as bad. It's just as bad. You don't think about it because all the other ones fucked it up worse.
That is-
Dude, Ray knew. Fucking Christ. Ray knew Han Solo as a smuggler, not as a general. Knew him as a smuggler. And I go, holy fuck, man. If you're a famous smuggler, probably not doing it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And look at her. She's like, Luke Skywalker's a myth. The Jedis are a myth. That's fine. But Leia, Chewie, Han, and Luke were all generals of the people who blew up a Death Star. You guys are not myths. It's been 30 years. You guys aren't myths. That's insane. Fine, the Jedi are a myth, but the generals who blew up the Empire are not myths. Stop it. What are you doing?
You know, and to be quite honest, I would have respected Disney if they did what George Lucas did with the prequels, because, you know, everybody gave Lucas shit for them, and Lucas pretty
With
much
the midichlorians.
with that and Jar Jar Binks and just everything else, and then
I will be totally fine with Jar Jar Binks because they even made him part of the Senate. At least he was useful.
yeah. But
You made Finn a janitor.
yeah, that was
I
kind
thought
of like,
they weren't
really?
racist. Isn't Disney not racist?
Apparently, they're supposed to be this squeaky clean. Oh, we love everybody.
Well, they're squeaky clean because they got the black guy to be a janitor. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, anybody who defends these fucking sequel trilogies, you've all lost your minds. You just want them to be good. I don't get why. I don't understand why. Can we just go back to where we're fighting about the prequels? Because we know the sequel trilogy is shit.
You know what's
We
sad?
know that. We know they're shit.
You know what's sad? The sequel trilogy basically divided the fans to a point where, you know, now they're defending the prequels. And those are the
That's
things
what
that
I'm
they were
saying. Can we just go back to that? I'm fine with that. Let's do that. Because there is an argument to be had. Holy shit, the sequel trilogy sucks. It's awful, man. It's awful.
I will say though, if Disney just came out like basically what Lucas did with prequels, he said basically like, you know what, if you don't like it, tough shit, I'm doing what I want to do.
Yeah, and that really invokes a lot of fucking, oh my god. Like, does that, like, oh, man, the people who make it, they go, could you just suck it up and like it?
Hey, if Disney did that with the sequel, I would have gave them more respect.
Would they? It would. Oh man. Can we like? No, seriously. Can we just be friends and just go, why? We understand it sucks. Let's just hope for something better. It's not that bad. Come on, guys. Like,
Exactly.
bummer. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Ray's costume looks great. Dude, I did photos with my girlfriend. Like, she looks great in the costume for Ray. Kylo looks cool. Holy fuck, he looks cool. But come on, can y'all grow up for like 2 seconds and just go, yeah, we fucked up. Let's try the next one. Let's try the next film.
Exactly.
This is
I-
so bad.
Here's the
Just
thing with me
move
and
on.
Disney Star Wars. I liked Force Awakens. It was a good movie. I would say I get what they were trying to go with
I
it.
agree.
Rogue One, I really liked. I think that was probably the best one out of the Disney films.
Ish. Yeah, I agree. K2SO is the best character ever.
Absolutely. And especially that last scene with Vader just killing everybody.
Oh, so cool.
Dude, that's all I want in a film. Like, I just want a Vader film where Darth Vader just kills everybody for like an hour and a half.
told people I wanted to make a horror film. I want to make a horror film set in the Star Wars universe.
And it's just, if they do a horror film just based
Have you
around
guys
Vader,
seen Brightburn?
Oh, yes, I saw Brightburn.
I want to make a Brightburn film in the Star Wars universe. That's what I want to make. That's what I want to make. I want to make a Mandalorian what it should have been. I want to make a Sith Lord bouncing from planet to planet to planet, murdering people, saying, I must find this person. And it would be dope as fuck.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
I'm telling you, people told me, like, oh, horror film and fucking Star Wars, you're a masochist. I go, yeah, sure. Bring it. I got this. I will do a fucking great job. I do good shit, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. I can write like a motherfucker. People don't know yet. I'm gonna do it. People are being pricks to me about like, oh, what can you write? I'm like, I'll get there. It's fine.
Uh-oh, Ninjoid's here.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, bitch?
What's up?
Ninjoid's back.
I know Ninjoid
much.
agrees with me. He wants some Sith Lord shit.
It's hot in here.
Now, Ninjoid, have you been
well,
listening in?
You know, I just heard about. No, actually, nope.
Oh, you just
I
came
just
back
found out
after,
about Ben Affleck, though.
Oh no.
Oh, I know. Great news.
Wait, what? Yeah.
I was happy when I heard about Affleck. I was like, yes.
Yes. Yep.
You know what's funny? The first
After
hour
all.
of the stream was more serious, and then like now we're like talking about Star Wars.
You guys
and
are just-
superheroes.
Oh, I'm about to bail out and go watch
Oh.
Orville. Like better Star Trek than everything going on. We've been watching Orville, my girl and I. Have you guys watched any of that? You guys even like Star Trek or no?
I just
seen,
never
like, the
got
first
into
3 episodes. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are all Star Wars. All right. Nindroid. Wait. Yeah, Nindroid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was talking about I still want to fight for this, man. I love the idea of like a horror film. Like this idea of a Sith hopping around like a Mandalorian, just cutting people down. I want a horror film like that, man. I think it could be fun.
It would be fun, and also it would be interesting.
just
I don't
one
think
film.
I don't think Disney would do it though.
Oh no, absolutely not, because it's too dark.
Yeah.
But just one film, like just one, and get done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be interesting. Very interesting. And possible. Anything's possible, really.
Oh, you sound so tired, my dude.
Yeah, I am.
Can I also say I know I'm kind of dwelling I know I'm kind of going all over the place in my conversations.
Go nuts.
But
It's your
but-
show.
with Spider-Man Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man game, I feel like everybody's hyping it up too much. I think people are hyping it up too much and then they're going to be disappointed.
What, you're talking about a video game?
Yes.
Oh, fuck off with all of that. Who cares? Like, no, seriously, who cares? I gotta make the argument. Like, fucking hell, how many people even own the fucking game? The only reason why people even talking about it is because they saw the goddamn movie. Fucking grow up. Fuck off.
Exactly.
They are stop fucking catering to people who don't give a shit about the franchise. Holy shit. I'm so sick of it. Sorry. But I'm gonna fuck off because I gotta finish a video that I'm working on.
All right.
You guys are awesome. Nindroid, sorry, my dude. Sorry, Austinator. I'm gonna bow out.
No
It's
problem,
fine.
man. I was gonna wrap it up because I wasn't really intending to go an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
that to people all the time. I apologize.
Mm.
I didn't even plan to even keep doing this. I'm probably gonna. You guys might not see me for a long time, so we'll see how that goes. But y'all take care. It's been really, really good talking to you guys. I'm gonna go do my thing, and you guys take care of yourselves. All right,
You too, bro.
later, nerds.
Live long and
later,
prosper.
John.
Peace out.
Peace.
All right, guys.
And
We're gonna start
let's
wrapping
get-
it up.
Okay, I want to actually get to EJ's comment with Star Wars will never do a horror movie. Yes, I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
EJ, they will never do that because personally, I don't want a horror film, but
Me
it
either.
would be interesting if it happened. And yeah, that's really. I'm tired, guys. I'm really tired.
Yeah, me as well.
You know.
All right, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. I know it kind of became more fun towards the end. This stream kind of started off
Yeah.
bad, but then it got better as it went
Yeah.
because more people came
Yeah.
in. Big thanks to
Also-
Captain Trek and John and Deshaun and Nindroid for coming in.
Yeah. Also, guys, I actually have a stream coming up in a couple minutes.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna,
What?
I'm
what
gonna
stream?
stream about Ben Affleck. I'm
Ooh,
gonna stream about Ben Affleck coming back, along with Stargirl finishing up her series. It's gonna be another DC talk over.
now
talk
am I invited to this?
Yes, you are, Austin. That's why I decided to come back and see what you guys were talking about and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, we're close to wrapping up because
Yeah.
again, I was expecting maybe go like an hour, but then John came on and then we started talking about random stuff for like the rest of it. But I like I said earlier, I like talking about serious stuff because at the end of the day,
Yeah, I also went on I went and I checked out Rob's stream, and Rob did not even hear of Cuties, so I just told him about Cuties. He's like, "Oh well, fuck that." So like we talked about that a little bit. And
also just to let everybody know, I am at 58 subscribers now.
well, that's great, my friend. I haven't even been keeping track of your subs, so that's great, guys. Keep on subscribing to Austin. He's a great dude.
Yep, 2 more to 60 subscribers. So hopefully more people comes and checks it out.
Yeah.
But I know, like I said, this stream, yeah, it got more fun towards the end. But I this was more of a serious stream.
Mhm.
Tomorrow will definitely be a fun stream because I think tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about DC, the new Batman game, the Spider-Man game. It's just gonna be me talking about video games. Me and Ninjoid and Sour. We're gonna talk about video games.
Yo, for the DC talk hour. Sorry, my bad. Tonight we're gonna be doing our theories of the DC fandom. I decided instead of tomorrow because tomorrow I'm planning on recording our Troll Hunters season 1 review.
Oh yeah, because we're finishing that up tonight.
Yes. Yes, we will. We will somehow, my friend.
Because I just know that after I get off here, I'm gonna take a few minutes to take a break, and then I'll be on your stream, Ninjoid.
Okay. Then I gotta change the time to 8.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm gonna let everybody go around the panel, tell them a little about yourselves. Like I said, tomorrow's gonna be more of a fun stream. So Deshaun, let's start with you.
Yeah, you could check me out on my YouTube channel, Deshaun Wiggin, and I'm not gonna make another video tomorrow because I'm going out to eat with my girlfriend because my birthday. So y'all could see me on Monday, but besides that, go check out my YouTube channel and subscribe.
Very nice, Ninjoid.
You guys can check me out on my own YouTube channel, Ninjroid243. We do many fun things over there. We have Galactic Chat every single Wednesday. That might change as soon as Mandalorian Season 2 comes out. But yeah, for right now it's on Wednesday. Most of those episodes are good. The last one was a little bit disappointing how it came out. Also, you can come check out DC Talk Hour coming in a few more minutes. So please go check that out. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Ninja243.
Very nice. You guys can find me on Twitter at the Austinator17. You guys can find me on Discord at the Austinator, and you guys can find me on my channel, the Austinator, where I am at 58 subscribers. I am 2 away from hitting 60. So please subscribe if you haven't already. I do 3 shows per week. I do a show on Sunday called Shadow Eye at 2:30. The times might change because I am going to college next week. So again, times will vary. Like, I know I'm doing the 3 shows per week. It's mainly times I got to figure out. I think they'll more likely be at 9 o'clock. Wednesdays, I have a show called Splash Talk, where for maybe some of it, we read fan fiction, and then the rest we just talk about whatever. And then Friday, we just do a normal live discussion, and then I usually do normal other streams depending on if the topic is huge, like today. I also am on Ninja243's channel, where I'm part of Galactic Chat, and there's other streams, such as the Ninjago reviews, and we're reviewing Troll Hunters, and, we're doing all that stuff, and also
We're doing I call it the cartoon reviews. We'll review random cartoons. So we're basically done Ninjago besides for season 13 because I can't even stand that season. So, yeah.
And you guys can also find me on Sauerkraus's channel with a show called Animation Takeover, where we just talk about animation stuff.
Yeah, such as Rick and Morty, Pixar, anime, you name it.
Exactly. So please go check both of them out and subscribe to them if you haven't already. I probably will put everybody's links in the description afterwards. So
yeah,
I didn't put them in because I felt that was kind of maybe distasteful for what I was talking about. But then as it kept going, I'll just put the links in.
It's
but guys.
Topic to really talk about. That's really it. It's just so disgusting.
Yeah. Also, big thank you to Bite Me for coming in the chat.
Yeah, Bite Me. Yeah.
Also, great name, by the way, Bite Me. I love it.
bite me.
But yeah, so also big thanks to Captain Trek. Again, thanks to John for jumping on last minute. Thank you to Sean and Ninjoid for being in the chat or panel.
Yeah, I just came back at the end. Just to check
Yeah.
it out.
But anyway, guys, it's the Awesome